Burnley came out in the second half physical, like they amped it up a whole nother level as far as physicality and getting stuck in. And, they, they look like, maybe the better side in the second half as far as the way they played, because Aubameyang, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
No, he kind of just faded away.
And go ahead.
The the other thing on that whole Willian start thing, I'm gonna say this: it only makes sense if Pepe is starting on Thursday,
right?
Which I don't think he's going to. I don't know what ESR's condition is.
Right, but yeah,
I don't know if he's ready to go. But if Pepe doesn't start Thursday, then he has to start today. You got to sit Willian. I don't care if Willian's giving you 3 assists. Let's stop acting like, when this kid turns it on, Willian, calling him a kid, he's an old guy now, but when he turns it on, I got to keep going to him because he can give us so much. You should never have that theory about him because, it's just icing on the cake if he gave you something today.
He stuck out to me, to go back to the first half. He stuck out like a sore thumb as far as not playing at the right tempo with the rest of the team. Like he was off from the beginning to me. That's what I saw. I was like, okay, this is going to be one of those Willian games where he's just kind of off. Even though, he made the pass to, the Aubameyang. He's just a weird guy, like he had that moment, he created the shot. He got the assist.
I tell you where he pisses me off a lot is just like I'm not going to say often, but a guy with the reputation and been playing in the Premier League for so long, like his first touch and the way he receives balls is just kind of shitty. Like he gets passes to him and he doesn't control them good enough. And a big, strong defender that, this is the Premier League. They just come at you like a locomotive.
Right.
Like you got to receive that ball to get around them. And if you're just fucking up the receptions, like not receiving touch, the ball, it's like a wasted play. It's a waste of time.
Right. It slows everything down. Like, he was just off. He was just off today compared to last week where everything you just said, his first touch against Leicester, everything was good. And, he looked like he was ready to go. So it's disappointing, but here's the thing. So, I thought the subs were great in the second half. I thought he brought in Laka right at the right time to give him some time to make something happen. But right away, you see the difference between Laka and Aubameyang. Like soon as he comes in the pitch, he's getting on the balls. He's getting more touches than Alba from the same position. He's making things happen.
I don't care if anybody says it's not his job or not. For him, when we're tracking back on defense, to recognize where the next pass is going to go and try to close somebody down or play the off-ball guy and see if he can get a steal, he doesn't stop on that. Like he tries. He continues to try and just be a part of everything.
You
watch Abba just stand over there sometimes, balls whizzing by him. And sometimes I'm like, you probably wouldn't have got it, but you didn't even try, dude. You don't even look like you're trying sometimes.
He doesn't get involved in the build-up play at all. And I know, it's a different style, even though they're kind of playing in that, that center position. But sometimes you have to, sometimes you just want Abba to make something happen, make it happen. Don't sit back and wait. Take the game by the scruff of the neck and just do something. And you always get that from Laka. So as soon as he comes in, right away, you see that. I thought Pepe should have came in right at the same time, get William out of there. But, eventually he did bring in Pepe. And I was like, okay, well, whatever, but Pepe makes a lot of shit happen. He was involved in some crucial things, and let's get over to it right now. That was a handball in the box, right? Without a doubt.
It's a handball, dude.
I don't care what anyone says.
It's such a handball. To quote my boy Arteta after the game, it's obvious. Everybody knows it. And if that's not a foul, somebody needs to tell me what a penalty is. Right. I don't understand then. I don't understand.
Right. And to any justification as to why it's not a handball pisses, like, get out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. His hand is it's in a natural position for balance, because here's the thing, the pace in which Pepe kicked that ball, it wasn't he wasn't like trying to cross it. He was trying to flick it by him. And that guy had time to make a decision to put his hand out there and stop that pass. And it was a great play by him, because that was going to be a good little cross. You know, he needed to do that. That's a professional foul, professional red card, whatever you want to call it in that situation. So, and they really got to get something fixed with this. You know, if it's questionable, Arsenal players just kick the ball out of bounds so they can really stop and take a good look at it. Like it took them like 4 minutes to come to the realization that it wasn't a penalty. Meanwhile, the guys in the booth are saying, "Oh yeah, they're looking at this." How the fuck do we know? Excuse my language, but how do we know? And they come back. The decision is already made, and it's not a penalty. But the play hasn't been stopped. The ref hasn't checked his ear. But the guys in the booth know.
That's what trips me out. Is when weird. The guys in the booth are the ones that are reporting to me.
Right.
Like what just happened? It feels like there's some kind of conspiracy going on or something. Like,
do y'all have an earpiece?
Yeah. Have you guys been lit? Can you hit a little mute on your thing and be like, I just watched it. It's definitely not what's going on? Dude?
I just don't understand that at all. They have to figure out, like, okay, it's a questionable call. Even if VAR is reviewing it. When the announcer said they're reviewing it, they're taking a look at this while play is going on, ref hasn't stopped anything, Arsenal still have the ball. Even if that's the case, the guys in the booth, the VAR people, need to tell the ref to stop play.
Yeah.
Just stop play, because we're going to take a look at this. Is there anything wrong with that?
It's just weird that the way they want to do it. And I know a lot of times when rules go in, the fans don't necessarily understand the nuances of why they want to do it this way. So you need to give it a couple years and you'll start getting used to, okay, I understand now.
Right.
Nobody really understands this whole thing, and that's a play. That's a possible red card in the box.
Right. Because
all things should just stop.
Thank you.
If he stuck his foot out and tripped him, but you wanted to review if he really you would have stopped everything.
Exactly.
And you guys would have gone, and you maybe would have gone over as the ref, gone over and taken a look at the screen yourself to try to determine, because ultimately it's supposed to be your decision.
Right.
Not some dude sitting in London at the Barclays Center, reviewing plays
right. All the rules that have been implemented with the VAR and the waiting for the awesome, you've already screwed up the game.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.